Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with me, Hobo, and last time our Mark II MEE, Miniature Eve Explorer, didn't necessarily fail its mission, just didn't succeed. It's still up there, it's still in orbit, around the sort of flight trajectory path of Eve itself, so it's still going. It's just, it's not, it's 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 not going to happen. It's basically what I'm trying to get to there. So we are going to remove this max thrust 60. See, yeah, we don't need it. What's your fuel consumption like though? Despite the big scary trefoil painted on the side of this engine, its radioactive exhaust and tendency to overheat is harmlessly mostly. So, doesn't say what its fuel consumption's like, and I don't know why it's better than all the rest of them. But we will add, I think 2 more tanks of fuel will probably. Oh dear, this is going to be awkward. It's like bumping into your ex. 1, 2 more tanks of fuel on there. With that on there, what I would also like to do is add do we go crazy and go super thrust? Oh, how disappointing. Right, maybe over engineering this again? Who knows? Let's find out, shall we? Go with these separators. Don't want. Yeah, actually, we will go with 6. Let's go big. Go big or go home. So this is. If I was complaining about last time being a heavy rocket and hard to control, this is going to quite take the biscuit. Oh right, okay, hold on. Didn't hit the decouplers properly. There we go. That's more like it. Drop that on there. And you can all have you mid-sized engines. We need to strap it all together, Captain. With space scaffolding. Now there was a bit of an incident. Well, there was nearly an incident last time, which I don't want to have an incident. Incidents as aren't going to aid me in any way. So we're going to have. We need a couple. No. Behave. So when that one, where's that one? Yep, okay, I'm happy with that. So this is going to be one hell of a stage, which is going to be, at the moment, it's going to be the last stage, I guess, which is that, and then that. Don't know why you're jettisoning those fuel tanks. I guess they can get dropped in there. So that's all fine, and that should take care of itself. Whoa, whoa. Okay, this is starting to not enjoy being part of this to begin with, so I don't know how it's going to work with the old taking off. And maybe we just make this a bit lower. There's a plan. I'll show you what the plan is actually. Spoilers! I need to put a decoupler on first. Initial inertial lift. I think that's a term. If not, I'm going to coin that phrase. Basically, give it enough kick up the arse to get it creeping, and then everything else will take care of itself in due course. I'll strap that. Again, like I say, gone from let's just add a tank of fuel to maybe way over engineering this whole project. We will find out. Need to pull away a bit. See, it's these tanks here which cause the game to sort of freeze up a little bit and flip out. That looks almighty, oh powerful. Doesn't it, children? Whether or not it's going to work, whole other matter. That's annoying. Why did you do that? Let's put a little bit of a twist in it there. But never mind. Okay, so we'll just check the staging because I want these. Where are you? You're there. I want you. We're probably going to have to strengthen this as well. And you. And you. All firing at the same time? Okay, cool. Don't want you as your own stage. I want you in there. Okay, and then, so that's all one stage, so bash, all that goes off, and it's a hell of an explosion. Then they separate, along with those. Excellent. Just going to strap these back together. Then that leaves them burning through all of these, and then that separates and blows those off. That's fine, and then the game starts to stall. Actually, no, I don't think we're going to need these. Because we'll still be quite low level, but it's also got quite a decent clearance. Clearance. So I think we'll be okay to go ahead without those. I don't, however, think we'll be okay to go... I don't think we're going to be able to get the supports on. Let's put it on the launch pad and let's see how it does under its own weight. Whoops. Oh, I've got the caps lock on, that's why. So the Me 3. Save, and we can put it on the launch pad and watch it fall over. Something sounds like it snapped. Yeah, that snapped. Now, what happens if we put you back on there and we just go? I'm amazed that you survived that. Kudos. Kudos indeed. End flight. We will go back to the vehicle assembly. I think we're going to need to put some strengtheners on it. I suspected that was always going to be the case. I just didn't want to do it. This is going to be a pain in the arse because we have to do it one at a time. Because I don't want to put 6 on. I don't think we have room for 6. It's a bit sloppy. Sloppy Joes. Maybe? I don't know. Are you guys going to fall off? Doesn't merit a new name. Separation. Abort the launch. Nearly. We nearly did that one. Don't know why you're in your own thing. So I want these to give it enough lift. And then, yeah, okay. Try that again. Oh, today's beverage of choice, Coors Light. Let's see how much strength that has. See, that's what I didn't want to happen. Hold on, what's all this about here? Has it even got the right? Okay, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna take this apart because I think it's been over-engineered. So we'll take this center section out. I don't think we need this console here. In which case, I don't think we need as much height. In which case, we might need the separons back. Who knows? We don't need you. Did we remove all of them? So, there we go. I think this will be the Mark IV. I think we will rename this one. Save. And let's see how this stands up on its own 2 feet now. Of course, I didn't set this staging back, did I? Doesn't matter, because it would seem that we get a chance to go back and do it anyway. See, maybe actually keeping those rockets in there in the first place might have been the idea, and taking these ones off the edge. Let's have a look at that. I'm going to go back and load the MEBEE3. And we'll remove these ones and these ones. We'll keep you in the center. Get rid of all of these. I thought that was a sheep in the background for a second then. What the deuce? And we'll do that, which should help support it. That, and then bang you go with the internal rockets, then everything separates, and a good time is had by all. That is the idea. I'm hoping that these don't drop through and break these engines as they come out. But I guess we'll see. And that will be now the Mark V. Again, something sounds like it's breaking before we even get started. What? I don't know. Okay, so seems stable enough. Able to throttle. So, this launch then will be for Lemon Ninjas 24. Isaac Gorman and Isaac Mills. Are you the same person? Because Isaac spelt the same. If not, it was a hell of a coincidence, because that was 2 subscriptions that came about very quickly. Daruz Droz. I'm sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, and I most likely have. But that's D-A-R-I-U-S-Z-D-A-R-I... Oh, sorry, Darius Droz, sorry. And finally, Modern Warfare Nuts. So welcome to you guys. Again, I apologise if I've mispronounced your names there. So this one, gentlemen, is for you. Or ladies, in fact. Wow, holy shit, that moves. It's not the most stable. I was wondering about strapping this down, but... This has quite the balls, ladies and gentlemen, but we might actually get another tank or 2 on top. Another tank or two of fuel at the top of this. So this time what we're going to do is this stage is going to go straight up until it runs out, and then this is going to be the stage which is going to put us into an orbit. That's what we're going to do. So the initial orbit, this periapsis, is going to be high. It's going to be ridiculously high. Oh, we didn't strap that one down either. The nuclear engine. Hopefully that's not going to come back to haunt us. Famous last words. So how are we doing for fuel here then? Gone. Tearing our way through this last tank. Atmosphere starting to pull off. Periapsis climbing. I didn't expect for that. I didn't expect those two stages to be the same. Don't know why we're twisting. Maybe a gravity roll. Actually, let's cut this until we get this goddamn thing back under control again. Because it's just... In fact, actually, this might work to our advantage. If we can get down this 270 mark... start beating the turn of the planet... this could work to our advantage. So look at what's happening. There we go. We're starting to beat it. Going up. Going to level it out so that we get more horizontal speed. And we're going to cut the engines. We're going to get up to this periapsis here, and then we're going to burn again. Possibly could work to our advantage. Again, no numbers, no maths, guessing. Theoretically, it's certainly going to tell us if we're going to fail quicker. That should be pretty much a given. So here we are. We're keeping this sort of, he says, as it starts to wander off. See, I'm holding S there and it's not responding in any way. In fact, it's slowly starting to lurch now. There we go. That's just going to zip forwards just, whoa, a touch. And we just want more. And now we're going to hit it. Let's get an orbit. We can probably just do this about half throttle. There we go. That's our flight indicator thing. Our horizon indicator. Our center of momentum, whatever you want to call it. Probably want to call it by whatever it's actually called, rather than just making shit up like I just have. We'll get this, and so what we're actually going to be doing here then is we're going to be flying against the spin of the planet. And therefore we're going to spin against the... we're going to fly into the path of other planets, theoretically. Again, the prefix of. So... but we're going to make it into orbit nice and easily. I think. So we're just going to get the... get the lead out a little bit because we're starting to fall now. Just to make sure that we don't fuck this up altogether. That is a pretty high orbit as well, so that should be nice to sort of try and translate some of this speed. Some of this speed into momentum escaping the system. I don't know why. Have they changed the SAS? Because the SAS used to lock you into a position, but now you can manipulate it when it's on. And I don't like that. Go, we're in an orbit, so we'll just start pulling back a little bit now. Get that side into about 100,000. And that'll do for me. It's not a circle. It's not even close to being a circle. Not too worried about it. But that is going to be the end of this episode. Now that what I've done, so to explain this now, in a little bit more of uncertain, a little bit more certain terms. All the planets rotate in an anti-clockwise manner. We should now be travelling clockwise, if I've done this right. So as that planet swings around there, we're actually coming in to meet it, and therefore should exponentially cut down the amount of time we have to spend orbiting to intercept anything. It has cost us a bit of fuel because we've had to make up another 170 meters per second in order to beat the spin of the planet to get us off in the first place, which is why your rocket naturally wants to lean on the 90-degree mark or to the right from the launch pad. Whether or not this is going to be a legitimate tactic and it's actually going to pay off, and it's going to pay off in the end, I don't know. I've never tried it before, but it's fun finding stuff out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video then. So I'd like to thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. My name's H.I.G.H, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Like a complete and utter fucking derp, when I ended the last episode, I ended the flight, and I was going to save it before I ended, but I didn't want to do any save scumming. So we have to start again. Apologies. It's frustrating for me, it's as frustrating for me as it is for you. However, it does let me do some more hellos. Also, I've added 2 more fuel tanks to the top stage here, and I've strengthened everything through the centre, so hopefully this should go like the shit. Symmetry, though. Symmetry is an issue, gotta say. Probably going to need to strap these at the top as well, but I mean, that looks more symmetrical, but I don't know, but that would explain a little bit of lean. But then when you come down here, it's not. Questions, oh questions, right. So maybe bob on the money there. Is it just me, or does that look wonky? And that symmetry looks a bit better. So we'll go with that anyway. Let's go ahead and re-strengthen all this. We'll add these ones back in as well. So there we go. I also want to pop some more SASs on here as well, because I know you guys say they don't make any difference. I feel like they do. Well, those are advanced SASs. But I also want to pop some SASs on because it was, I don't know, it was just spinning and it felt very violent to control. So I feel happier having those there, but not before I jam a bar through a spinning gyro, because that's effectively what they are. Okay, we'll go with the 7. I can't remember where we got to in naming the vehicles there, because I was so furious. Hopefully my staging's right. I think it should be okay. Should have been home in good hope, not home in good health. So there we go. We're throttling up. So this launch then, oh god, yeah, you can see what they're fighting against, is for Wrestling Form 1. Somebody's mobile number here, so it's 07974 280 607. Why you put your mobile number as your YouTube name, don't know. Bobbin85Ju, Alex 1990, and Haha Luke. Welcome to you guys. So in 3, 2, 1. We're clear of the tower. And we're also dropping frames horribly. There we go, it's starting to steady out a little bit now. Still wobbling a lot though, especially for these top stages. But it does look a lot more sturdy than last time. This is the bit that always gets my nerve, is that separation. So again, we're going to go straight up. If the gravity starts to lean us this way, then great. If not, then we'll go on our regular trajectory to the right. Started to pick speed up again there. We did take quite a hit when we dropped those solid fuels. But you can't burn them forever. Everything's burning nicely. Consumption's reasonable. Can't really change it. So yeah, I think we're past the point of no return now. I think we are going to have to go down that 90-degree line unless the rocket naturally starts leaning to the left. And again, same tactic, we're going to go straight up here. So this will probably put us at 2, maybe 300,000 meters above the surface, and then the second stage is what's going to trade some of the horizontal speed for horizontal, some of the vertical speed for horizontal speed, and then the stage underneath should be our interplanetary stage, and then our landing stage, prefixed with theory. So here we go. This is where we start to escape now. Gaining speed quite nicely. Let's say maybe about 15-20 meters per second So if it gets to 300,000, we've still got this stage left over, then maybe I'll use this to help with the horizontal as well. No, okay, that'll do. So we'll separate this. Shit. I forgot to separate those. God damn it. And right, let's bring this back under control again. Now, I told you to look at that. That's what I fucking want you to do. So we're going to drag this back down again, and we'll just come in for a landing. So I'll get to as far as deploying the parachute, and then we'll end the flight. So we should start thumping into the ground any second now. There we go. So that's that stage over. We'll get the gear out for no reason other than... well, now you've stopped fighting. That, and then we could actually probably just go ahead and... Oh, I didn't put a separation onto this, did I? You might die. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a distinct possibility, especially with the tactics I'm about to employ. Aiming. So I don't know what this yellow orangey warp is. Oh, I didn't want to deploy that yet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what the problem is. That's why we might need 2 parachutes now. I thought I put a separation stage in there, but guess not. I guess I'm not that smart. So, staging, big problem. More parachutes, even bigger problem still. There we go, 3 chutes to get you down. In fact, actually, I'm going to put those chutes lower because I don't want it to rip the fucking SAS off. They tend to be a little bit soft. So staging, that was the other one. So this was the problem. When that goes, they go as well. Maybe some saprons as well might be an idea there. Oh, fuck it. Maybe that's what that other one was attached to that. So, not too keen on that one, but that looks a bit better. Yeah, it's near as damn it. It's going to separate them in the right way. So they're all going to go off. No. No, not at all. This one here. That one there, so then that's that. Yeah, okay. Don't think it merits a new number for that. Okay, if this doesn't get us into orbit, then I'm going to have to call the episode there anyway. But I shouldn't see why it wouldn't. Mind you, I never see why it wouldn't. And somehow it always does. Okay. Off we go! So it starts to steady out a little bit. Maybe we can just influence it a little early like that. Just the tiniest bit of a lean. You still want to, oh shit, in fact actually no, I shouldn't put the lean in there. So drop those in a straight line, hopefully they only hit themselves. That was a bad engineering decision from Chief Engineer Hobo here. And he is going to be a hobo after CASA, the Kerbal Space Division. Well, they're the governing body who oversee High Space Academy. They're not impressed with that particular manoeuvre. There's a rumour going around the office at the moment that the Chief Flight Officer could be getting fired. Because I'm going to get this to about 200 metres per second, and then I'm going to keep it there, but go no lower than the 50% throttle. Why? Because I want to try and see if this is a more economical burn. So it was what? It's about 250 something last time. So we'll find out if just taking our time with this particular launch is going to aid digestion. Oh, sugar! I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, of course I've got shifts my throttle and my zoom in, zoom outy button. I've never noticed it before because I just thrap everything round at full throttle. So you see that's still climbing, and we've halved our fuel consumption. Well, theoretically halved our fuel consumption. Holy crap! I did not expect us to be that far down. I truly, truly did not. See, it seems like it's having to roll us one way and then roll us back again, but it doesn't seem to be. Well, I suppose it'd be the yawn. Oh, we've still got shit coming down. Oh, that's from a previous flight. Is that going to hit Kerbal? But can we see it? Getting a bit distracted here given the stage separations coming up. Jesus, that was scary! But it seemed to do the job. I am turning this rocket, I swear. It's just taking a very long time because it's got a lot of weight again. How cool would it be if this debris hit the other debris? So yeah, it's slightly annoying that we're not going down the 270 line. I would have liked to have found out how that went. It pissed me off a little bit, in all honesty. So what are we going to here? 180. 180 and then we go. We can just jump it along a little bit, can't we? Well, actually, we could use the rest of this time now to drag this rocket into line because we're nearly at our next burn stage. Okay. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Okay, that's looking nice. We're going down to about half throttle now. Now that we've got some initial momentum going. Roll over a bit and come a little bit left. That's good. I think now then would be the time that we need to get the lead out again, because we're starting to drop some altitude, and hopefully we can trade, as I say, some of this horizontal speed off for some of this vertical speed for some of this horizontal speed. So about 2,000 meters per second is what we're aiming for here, perhaps. Gaining at quite a decent rate here. We're about halfway through our fuel as well for this stage, which was a stage only ever really designed to get us into orbit, I suppose. So just going to pull back a little bit, because we seem to be dropping altitude a touch too quickly. I know we nearly completed a orbital burn, but a little bit of height's going to hurt. I'm just going to steer left a little bit. Come on, where are you? About 2,000 meters per second, apparently. So look for about 100,000 meters here. Okay, excellent. So we've got two air quotes stages, lots of fuel tanks per engine left. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to get up here, but it will do for the time being. And then we do all that shit all over again, but that is going to be for another episode. So I would like to thank you for joining me, and I'd say don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. My name is H.I.G.H, Hobo, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.